Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and today we're going to be talking about Ms.Match Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. So, it's been a long time since I last reviewed this book's chapters. I think the Chapter 4 was the last. Kind of stuff happened and didn't get much time. But now I'm getting back with this book. So, right now I'm halfway through Chapter 7, so I thought I would review the Chapter 5 and 6 as a whole, then chapters 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10, and then from chapter 11 I should be able to pick it up from where I left off, so weekly reviews should be there. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump right back into where we left off. So we are now partnered up with our love interest, Jack or Jacqueline, and we need to match up an unmatchable client. So the client's name is Neil. So he's basically a stand-up comedian and he's a very funny guy. But what he lacks is basically what is keeping him from getting a match, and that is his self-confidence. So he basically does this thing. So like this chapter is hella funny, to be honest. Like there's a lot of funny things. So this is a hella funny chapter. The puppet thingy, Mr. Scribble, I think his name is. So he basically wears it in his hand, and the things that he makes it say, they are super hilarious. And he lacks self-confidence, but he tries to portray them through that puppet thing. So our main character knows instantly what we need to do. That we aren't here to win this competition, but we are here, of course, but that's not the main goal. We need to actually work through the problem he's having, and we need to up his game and work on his self-confidence. So Jacqueline or Jack or love interest, they have different mottos. So we sort of bicker a little bit, but Maggie says, "What if we do the both?" And then you also see we go back to our dad's bar, and we sort of help. In a diamond scene, we can get people to come to the bar, and in front of the owner. So we are definitely paying a rent. So it would make it look like the bar is doing well, so we don't have to shut it down. That's sort of a side job we have. But then we go to instantly to this date night where there's a woman who is Miss Maddox from High School Story, by the way, who is gonna be the match of Neil. So we play some fun games there, like we do some impromptu role playing with two people. Our main character and love interest do one, and then also with different outfits and prompts you need to do it. So and our main character wears the banana outfit in one of them. So that's bananas. That's where the chapter's name come from, I guess. This was pretty hilarious, and finally we are able to help this guy big time, Neil, and he finally has a match. But later we find out that the other one, the date was actually fixed. So it was not a natural thing that we wanted, but our love interest fixed it. So we were never told anything about that by Jacqueline or Jack. So as usual, we get really angry, and then we sort of have this diamond scene. We can go to boxing, sparring with our love interest, and well, we can let out our all pent up expectation and all the anger and all the disappointment for love interest that we have, and also all the lust because we end up kissing. This was a pretty satisfying scene, but then at the end, the outfit the love interest was wearing, the spurring outfit, that was amazing. But at the end, we come to the conclusion that if the love interest had told us about their plan, we probably would have knocked them out of the table. So it was true to some extent, but we found out that we do work well as a team. And then we go to Veronica's office the next day, and we are the winners. But Jeremy, he's up to no good. As it seems, he's acting like a jealous person who wants to be more. He's the assistant. He says that he deserves to know what Veronica's secrets are. So when Veronica tells us, and we also see the other two, Keith and Stacy, I think, the other two competitors who were with Deborah, they are getting fired because they were caught having something between them. So, and the strict policy, you can't have anything between two competitors. So we're worried about that. But also Veronica has something really confidential to tell us, and it's so confidential that even Jeremy, who is, we later find out, is Veronica's own nephew, he even can't hear it. So he has a grudge on us, and he's a bit grudgy about it. So we finally learned that Veronica is getting divorced and she wants to be matched with someone, and whoever matches her with the perfect match of her life wins the competition. And it's only between two, our main character and our love interest. In chapter 6, I think in chapter 6 we mostly work on our way. How can we match Veronica? We get to know what Veronica likes, what she doesn't like, and all the things that she's looking for in a man. We also talk with her dad because after her mom dying, he says that he also tried to date people, but it didn't really work out. Maybe he was just looking for a distraction, or like not really a distraction. What the dad said was along these lines, something along these lines, that the little things that even didn't matter much, those things started mattering after his partner's death, our main character's mother's death, and it affected our dad. And sort of, it was hard to put himself in the dating game again. It was really hard, and it's still really hard right now for Veronica. But we can have some diamond scene. We can set Veronica up with some. We will be able to choose some of the traits, like what traits will Veronica like in a match, and then we will choose 3 traits. We will get Vincent, I think, who will match with Veronica. We'll go to the opera house for a date. We will see it's going mostly well, and then we will see that our love interest is there. So the love interest will tell us that Jeremy was snooping in to get a ticket to um, wherever Veronica is going. So Jeremy wants to get a hint of what's going on, and we cannot let anyone know about this because this is top-notch secret. And if anyone hears about this, paparazzi will be at the door. So Veronica doesn't want that. So we spend a little time with our love interest bantering. We get a steamy, exclusive diamond scene. We get to learn about love interest past, about why the love interest is so distant and wants to make sure that they get they get along with the right person and they fall in love with the right person because of their parents' divorce and all the drama that went down. So this was pretty amazing, getting to know our love interest in more depth. Later we see when the opera ends, the date was so-so, but Veronica says it's not the right date and she doesn't want to go on a date with him again, Vincent. So, and now love interest being cocky, hella cocky again, that they have 3 dates planned and it's gonna go really well. So we need to we need to do something, and we need to ASAP up our ante, and it's gonna be soon. So we also face some Jeremy problem as usual, but how we will find Veronica's perfect match, that's what we're going to deal with in the next chapters. And the Jeremy problem and our love interest and our feeling toward them, also the competition. We're having a very hate-love relationship with our love interest. So I think there are some aspects to explore here. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Till then, peace out.